Good morning, guys. Welcome to day 5 of the North Downs Way. It is really early. I got up at 4 o'clock this morning to start this trail. I had a feeling it was going to be a really good sunrise. And it might have been if we could see it. So it's just before 7 o'clock, and that hill out of Otford was definitely tough first thing in the morning. So we have about 17 miles to do today as we go from Otford to Cuxton, and that's just outside of Rochester. So it should be a good day. It's going to be beautiful weather, and yeah, I'm looking forward to today. Well, we're currently walking through, I think it's Chemsing Down, which is absolutely beautiful. Got mist sort of hanging on the trees today. And back there, just be aware that there is sheep grazing on quite a lot of this section. Good possibility of cattle as well, but haven't run into any of them yet. Got, not mobbed, but friendly horse decided to come say hi, so that was quite nice in the first thing in the morning. Alright, so we are currently walking through the St. Clair estate, which entered into a stewardship with Natural England in partnership with Defra's Countryside Stewardship Scheme in 2007. And since that time, they have rejuvenated 5 kilometers of hedgerow and done a lot to establish old field boundaries, and have also planted over 10,000 trees in the last 10 years, which that's pretty epic. So really good job by these guys, seeing them, take care of our land like this. Getting to that point, walking for flowers. That's pretty good. So we just got to the sign that says Rudem 2.5 miles. I'm amazed we got here that fast. Doesn't feel like it. Alright, we are just coming into the village of Rudem, which is not a very big village. And I think we cross over the M20 or M26 on a Gravesend road and then onward to Cuxton, which I think is about another 8 miles from here. Alright, we just crossed the motorway, and at the roundabout, it's not very clear. There was actually no signpost about where the North Downs Way goes. Just be aware if you see Gravesend Road, don't take that. The first turn is kind of what you want, sort of runs parallel to the motorway for a few hundred yards. But yeah, there's no sign there for the North Downs Way, which is kind of strange. So we just got done with our Clean Out Your Mob campaign, and this is what I come across. We're on the edge of some poor farmer's field. I mean, why? That's scrap metal, that's actually valuable. People really manage to piss me off when it comes to dumping things like that, or just litter in general. I don't get it. You know, something like that, like I said, it's valuable. Metal is valuable. You gotta got money for that. Just don't do it. Leave no trace. Leave nothing behind, and pick up if you can. Well, that was loud and smelly, and definitely not what I was expecting on the North Downs Way. However, this is a red route, which means it's a restricted byway. So I think dirt bikes and quads, ATVs are actually allowed on this. Just something to be aware of. Not all of it is, it's just this one section. So while this may be a permissive bridleway, this is not, and this is sadly what those bikes just did. Kai has gone to investigate. Not got the seal of approval. So once again, we had a not very well signposted area right at Vigo Road. Not Vigo Mortensen, sadly, although I wish it was. Yeah, there just didn't seem to be a sign there, so just be aware of that and follow the sign to Trottis Cliff, and then there is a turn off about 200 yards down the road, so not too bad. But yeah, just be aware of that if you're doing this hike. And finally, the sun is coming out. Alright, we are in Trosley Country Park, and apparently some Neolithic burial mounds here. Not quite sure where they're at, not seeing anything, but there's also a warning about dog thefts from gardens, cars, and when dogs are being walked off leash, so you're gonna have to be a little careful through here apparently. So there's all these signs. There was one called The Nest. There's this one that's Woodland Orchestra, and unfortunately I don't have time to go check out what it actually is. Well, I guess this is one of those really cool things that you're going to find in this country park here. Lots of really cool carvings. I'm coming through this country park. I have to say this is definitely my favorite part of today. It is beautiful. All the leaves are touched with gold from the sun, not just being yellow, but it's absolutely stunning through here. But it is busy. That's a bad thing about doing any of this stuff on a Saturday. Oh, that's kind of spooky. But yeah, I have no idea what that is. There's no sign, no nothing. And a little creepy inside. Not somewhere I would want to spend any amount of time unless I was desperate. Oh man, today feels like it's going slower now for some reason. I think it's because I had in mind that Otford to Rudem was like 8 miles and it only turned out being about 6.5. And so this stretch feels longer because I think it's still 17 miles for the total stretch. Anyway, we are coming up to Holly Hill, which is a public open space area. Don't seem to know anything about it, but I'll see if I can find out. Once again, we're seeing footpaths destroyed by motorbikes. So we're currently still walking through trees. Ever since we left Rudem, there hasn't been a whole lot of views. We call it the Green Tunnel, but I think it's now the Golden Tunnel. Man, it's just been gorgeous. We are probably still about an hour and a half from Cuxton at this point. My legs are letting me know it too. But it has absolutely been just a stunning day. Beautiful walk, beautiful trail, beautiful day, and really beautiful company. This little guy just came to say hi. Not scared at all. Alright, we are just coming to the outskirts of Cuxton. As you can see, a beautiful agricultural area behind me. Really pretty area. A lot of people climbing up this hill over behind me, but that's not where we're going. Now, to get to the stations, there are a couple of different options here. One, we get to the main road and just walk straight down it, or two, we climb up this hill that's in front of us, kind of make a big loop, and then walk back to the station. Now, it's a toss-up as to whether I can do that in 40 minutes, because that's about how long I've got until the next train. Alright guys, we are just getting to the main road that will take me back to the station. So I want to thank you for coming along. I really hope you enjoyed day 5. I hope to see you guys on day 6, and thanks for watching.